It's the ice panel.
Double Olympic competitor and assistant coach to our couples. She really is a Wonder Woman, Karen Barber.
He gets on with Jason like Tom gets on with Jerry. It's Nikki Slater.
Underneath that desk, he's wearing platform shoes and hot pants, Jason Gardner.
She's more effervescent than a mouthful of space dust. Emma Bunton.
And head of the panel, the original Daddy Cool, European and Olympic ice champion, Robin Coven. Wow, I thought that was full of energy. Robin, let's answer Kira's question. Why do his scores keep going down?
Every week is different. We're marking exactly what you're doing out here now. The good points. Yes, you didn't have dance training. You said you don't hear it musically. You were on the button with the music. You gave it all you could. Tough part when you're working with a partner who has the presence that Brianne has. Yeah. You can't tend to sort of be following her a lot rather than leading her. So whilst the dancing was good, the musicality was great, skating was not as good as you've done, and certainly not as good for me technically as you were last week.
Okay, thank you, Robin. Jason, he was worried about the rhythm. Did the boy have rhythm tonight?
Okay, Kieran, you know, sometimes I want to give you a shake, but I'm just afraid that you'd snap in half. The thing being is that a lot of your movements, there's no end to them. You just throw everything away. And although, yes, there was some good rhythm there, it wasn't enjoyable to watch. It just doesn't look finished.
I enjoyed it.
It certainly doesn't have.
Can I just say, why do I have to? Can I just speak? Why do I have to have muscles to like progress in this competition?
It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. You gave real performance. Okay, we want you to become the leading man now, but it was fun. You smiled all the way through.
Yeah, but it's about
it's
about the quality of his movements.
But there was
and
there. He
I didn't
enjoyed
see
it.
the ending of the stuff. It's still very weak and throwaway.
Okay, thank you. I enjoyed it. Thank you. Well, Nikki, Jane and Chris seem to think we've had a breakthrough, and yet the scores haven't seemed to have broken through, have they?
Well, I do agree you had a breakthrough in your smile and your personality out there on the ice compared to what we've seen. We've seen it backstage when you're smiling as you go past and you talk to everybody, but to put it over on the ice was super. So that's excellent. You look great out there. Obviously, it's a little delicate with the skating for me at the moment. And that you did the toe steps and you're daring to do things on your own, those 3 turns on your own. So all that is good. It needs more speed, it needs more attack, you know that. But I think this is a big step up from last week.
Okay, thank you. Emma?
Well, I think we're obviously expecting more each week, and that's why obviously we have to score on that. But I want to say I really admire you. I know that you've never danced before, you've never performed in front of an audience, and I think you're really attacking it. And you can see you're working hard. And I loved your smile tonight. You just looked gorgeous out there.
Yeah, she was a joy to watch. Karen, let's come to you. You've been working with her all week, so you must be proud.
I have. And you've been determined to enjoy it this week. It's your first up-tempo routine. The element was a little bit cautious, but, you know, we've all enjoyed your performance this week. You've worked really hard and, you know, well done tonight.
Thank you, judges. Thank you. Quite a difference in scores here. Robin, let's start with you.
Yeah.
What did you see that the others didn't then?
I was probably a little bit carried away because this is the first time I've actually seen you go out there and really attack it, and you probably attacked a bit too much there with the liquid thread. Having said that, I probably have been a little generous, but at the same time you did the required element on your own. You actually made the 360. You're the first person out there since this show started half an hour ago to make the full turn. So that was a good thing. It still gets a little bit plodding in the middle, and I think you want to try and get a bit more flexibility in your ankles to get down into it a bit more. But basic skating skills, much stronger.
Thank you. Nikki, you weren't quite so generous.
No, I see some real good promise in there, and you look relaxed together. The start of it was very good, but the end of it, to me, was in a lot of trouble. You are being enabled. On the required element for the turn, you are being helped a lot to do that. And it's obviously better if you can do it on your own. So I see some positive things, but Tana was skating more on her own, and I gave her a 2, so I just put you a little bit below her.
Emma, performance-wise?
Oh, I just thought it looked messy. It was unsteady. I felt like, you know, Fred was trying to drag you around, and, you know, you are improving, but very little.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thanks, judges.
Ha.
Robin has been a tough week for Heather. A lot asked of her this time.
Absolutely, and as I said last week, it's great to watch you really push it and have a go, and you really did try. Unfortunately, the choreography really exposed the challenges that you have. You were heavily enabled by Matt this week, and all I'm going to say is that you made an effort, you did the required element. I'm hoping that the people at home will realise that this is the week to let you go by and bring you back next week, and we can see what you did last week and see the Heather Mills we've seen before improve again.
Okay, thank you. Emma?
Do you know what? Your performance is always up there. You're always smiling. You really, really give it. I think the main thing is there was so much context, and I love that because you are pushing yourself. But I think it wasn't as fluid because of that, and it kind of hindered it a little bit.
Thank you, Emma. Karen?
I agree with everything you've all been saying. It's very difficult for you to find the toe on the left foot, isn't it? It's very difficult for you to feel the toe steps. But you know, you sold the routine. You have great musicality. You can dance. The beginning was slightly mismatched, but you brought it back and you saved the routine and you finished it in time, which was great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, judges.
Well done.
On a positive note, I thought your posture was a bit better, but I'm glad there was no lifts, and it feels like you've gone back a couple of weeks. And, you know, everybody else is leaps and bounds ahead of you, so that's what I'm scoring on.
Okay, thank you, judges.
Welcome back as Dancing on Ice goes back to the 1970s. There's a change in the way you're going home this evening.
And how's that?
Yeah, this is what you're going home on. You haven't got a long way to go.
I'd quite enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it over here if that's all right. Sorry about that. Is that too big? Oh dear. Right then. So it's time for our next star to raid the dressing up box. It's Daniela Westbrook.
That is so much. Robin.
So much fun and excitement. It was really evident from the way you performed that you obviously trust Matt. It's great. The relationship is working. It is fantastic. I loved it. I have to say, the skating basic skills have not really improved that much, but the overall package of how it's all coming together is really working in your favour. You did the entire required sequence on your own, which is very nice. And just watch the exits, free leg landings of lifts and things. Just gets a little tense in places, but, you know, great to watch tonight.
Thank you. Nikki?
Yes, I thought you looked great out there. I thought the energy and the commitment in the start of the programme was fantastic. Now, if you can get that into the same, when you're moving over the ice as well, that would be a real win and moving up. I thought at times there were some hesitations and the flow, it was a bit wobbly coming out of the lift, and I can see the potential in that freeing up. And then my marks will really skyrocket, because I know you can do that. I know you're going to be able to do more.
Emma, from the performance level?
You were so cute. It was really steady. It was fun. The lift was fantastic. It's such a shame there was a little mess up over here, and I think that knocked you a bit, and I could tell in your face. Otherwise, you know, but you're a great performer, and I really enjoy it every week.
Thank you, judges. Thank you. Great scores, judges. Robin, a breakthrough for Gary tonight.
It's lovely, and it works so well with the relationship, with the music. The look is great. It's really comfortable. Every now and again, you just have that little moment, though, where you're waiting for Maria to make sure you know what you're doing next. There was 2 of those tonight. And then the exit of the lift. It's like Chris said, you are, there's no question, one of the best skaters we've got out here. You just have to believe it a bit more and just enjoy it.
Thank you. So, Emma, is it a confidence thing?
I love watching you. As Chris said as well, you are probably one of the best skaters here, but for me, I feel like you're just constantly looking at Maria. I want you to show off a bit. I want you to make the performance about you, and that's what I'm missing at the moment.
Okay, thank you, Emma.
Judges, I'm going to ask you one by one to give me the name of the skating star you want to save and see perform again next week. Karen.
I'm really sorry. This has been a real pleasure to work with you, but tonight I'm going to save Danny.
1 vote for Danny.
Tana, it was fun and it looked nice out there. You make me smile, but you're not strong enough to stay in the competition with me tonight. So I saved Danny.
2 votes for Danny. Jason.
Both lucid performances, absolutely in the skate off. But tonight, I will be saving Danny.
So Danny has 3 votes. There's your result. Let's hear from Emma.
I actually found this really difficult, but I went for the person who had more content, Danny.
And Robin.
Both better performances, but I save Danny.